It's true, I take you from that life you living now, but then we hit the ground, Hey, they say that we running down your villas. No, they probably looking, cause they know that I'm cooking. That's probably what they took in. Hey, I wish I told you all that's in my head. Instead, I don't give a what you expect, so put your pride to rest. Hey, I saw you, now you pull up on me, tell me where you wanna go. It's 3 a.m. and you 6 a.m. and you telling me, okay, I'm getting older and I'm losing some friends. Thought they was my, but they don't make no sense. When you find out what you, don't be texting my phone. Hey, I like it better when you leave me alone.
All right, how you feeling? 200K richer.
I mean, listen, everybody who's been following me for a couple months, I told everybody it was going to be a Michael Jordan story. I had to qualify 4 times, had a 25% chance the last 2 times to qualify. I came in, I did what I was supposed to. I told everybody if I make finals, it was over. Like, that was it. We don't do game 3s. It's only sweeps around here. I know y'all got a little scary, but we only do sweeps around here, so I'm feeling amazing, and hopefully this can break the curse. Last time it was 3 second places. Hopefully this starts the first place curse, because that's a good curse, and that's what I'm looking forward to right now.
I know you and I have talked a ton of times about being runner-up and just how much that stung. Do you get a little pressure off your shoulders? You feel like the monkey's off your back, and now you can focus in on what you got to do?
Yeah, it's about time. We finna go straight into the 2K League, so it's just like full circle. So hopefully this first place just gets me to where I am. I have all that off my shoulders. I had a chip on my shoulder from last year, lost a tough match in game 3, lost on next gen. I actually want to be the first person to qualify on both, so at least
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
Legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. Yeah. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary. Legendary.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. TA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the 3rd most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it.
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. And here we can check out the story for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the Lakers starting group. Russell Westbrook out there with Rivers. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Marc Gasol. And it's Gooden in at the 4. And for the Hornets, all is the point with Bouknight on the wing. Jones is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's the mayor in at the 3.
The awareness of LeBron knows where everyone is on the floor at all times.
Ball from long range. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see.
And with all the injuries, some guys are stepping into some unfamiliar roles. But in some ways, that makes tonight all the more intriguing.
And the Hornets with possession here. After Westbrook's missed 3. We're about 1 minute into the first. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Booknight. Guarded close. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Charlotte making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. And here is Los Angeles now. Passes it to Rivers. And here is Gasol. Outside Westbrook. Up and in on the lane. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
The mayor passes the ball. Hornets now working with the new shot clock. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
A nice shot by Rivers.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Oubre. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Westbrook. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Here's Ball. Good on the bucket. 7 points in the game. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. The right side. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Shot clock at 6. LeBron dishes to Gooden. And James throws it down.
He's one of those guys who is extra difficult to block out. When LeBron really wants a rebound, it's hard to beat him to the ball.
Now here's Ball. 7 points in the game. Here's the mayor. He's guarded by Rivers. Ball, the pass to the mayor. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Gasol.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again. Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Beasley outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And although he's a little undersized as a shooting guard, Beasley is still a great rebounder.
Yeah, and can regularly hit double-digit totals in that area. Very quick to the ball. Always nice to have a great rebounding guard.
LA has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Westbrook against Ball. It's stolen by Jones. They break it out, 5 on 3.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
The Lakers trail. Now, here's Gooden. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Westbrook. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Hornets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62% to the middle. And it's Jones, that time on the assist for Bridges.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's Preston. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Westbrook. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Gasol with the steal. Ball with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 3. The pass to Beasley. Here's the mayor, providing around 20.
Oh, did you see that?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. The Mayor's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. Here's Preston. He's covered by Ball. They could use a bucket, and Ball with the block. And he's able to get it back. And that one's good by Gooden. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. LeBron, no luck.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Beasley outside. Here's Bridges. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. And we'll be right back after this. And we've heard Russell Westbrook say his job is to do everything, but he understands that it's also a team effort.
We got to do it together, and I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership, and that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Greg, leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got LeBron James, and it's Gooden in at the center position.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's the mayor, and there's the drive.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter, and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
PA, he is elite in every way, as are you. Thank you. For 3, Beasley sinks the triple. Beasley's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hornets. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Ball goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ball's got 9 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Los Angeles calls timeout. With COVID shortening the season and the schedule being tinkered with, Steve, do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
You know, I don't think so. I think the length of games will go back to normal. I do think they might have a mid-season tournament. There's been talk of that, but so far, I think the games will reduce just because of COVID. It should go back to normal. And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Pass to the main. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Preston, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they recover. Here's Caruso. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode to the line.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
And so it's the Lakers with it after Charlotte getting the 3. Here's James. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's the mayor, James covering. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And that's 19 points for the mayor. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. James outside. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
The indestructible one. LeBron brushing off contact for the easy deuce.
Pass to Beasley. Here's the mayor. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Beasley. A new 14 for Charlotte. Here's the mayor. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Ball. A 24-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side. Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Here's Caruso. Passes it to Gooden. And Jones sends it back. And he recovers it. And they'll keep possession. And the pass to Deck. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the shot goes down. And the Hornets lead by 15.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
From 12 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's the Mayor, covered by LeBron. Here's the Mayor. Deck pulls it in. Lakers trail by 15. Here's Preston. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
There's Ball with the 3. Deck pulls it in. Lakers have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Sweet move, and LeBron with the layup. James has got 8 points.
Inside, James can really carve the defense apart. His strength makes him such a tough cover.
And then Ball slams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And the Mayor gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with this.
23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Stolen by Ball. There's the lob to the hoop. And Jones with the stuff.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Got a piece of it. Here's the Mayor, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greggy lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with Hornets head coach James Borrego. Coach, what are you getting from LaMelo Ball in the first half?
Great job, getting us into our sets. Defensively, he's been great. Offensively, getting us into a rhythm, pushing the pace. When we don't have something, getting us into our offense.
He's done it all so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course, they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it?
Obviously. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be ripping and taking against them. You need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Mayor having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Jones is out there with Bridges. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's the Mayor, and it's Beasley in at the 2 spot. So that's the Hornets 5. The Mayor sinks the 3-pointer. The Mayor's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Charlotte.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Here's Westbrook. Gasol trying to free himself up. And Westbrook gets it to go.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Ball with it, picked up by Rivers. Yep, it counts. Ball's got 13 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Westbrook. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Rivers. Westbrook scanning the floor. They get it back. Here's Gasol, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really, Gasol is so talented at using his 7'1" frame to draw contact. Defenders sometimes have no other choice but to whack him.
And he can't hit the second. Steve, you look at the resume for Marc Gasol. 3-time All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year, NBA champion with Toronto, and gold medalist with Spain.
Kevin, not bad for the 48 pick back in 2007. An incredible career. And even when his playing days are done, in my opinion, we know he'll continue to make a difference.
Here's LeBron. And the Lakers with another miss.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Here's Jones. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Stolen by Ball. The Mayor passes to Beasley. The kick out to Ball. Passes to the Mayor. Back to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 ball is good. And now that's 35 points for the Mayor.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And the Lakers call time here. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player, but man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And then how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now, and the Mayor gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Takes it inside, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Mayor's got 41.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Lakers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. LeBron shot is off. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 20-5 run. Here's the mayor. Jones, the pass to Beasley. Over Rivers. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Jones. Beasley's got his third basket of the night right there. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Takes the 13-footer. Almost, but it rolls out. Charlotte has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. The mayor passes the ball. 1:32 left in the third.
Taken third overall in 2020. LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Dex checked it for Los Angeles. Quinn Cook comes in for Russell Westbrook. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. The drive-by ball. Kicks it out to Beasley. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Bridges passes the ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Traps in the tray. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Gasol finds Rivers. Here is Cook. He's covered by Ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. Charlotte's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Right side, Ball. Here's the mayor, James.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Even though LeBron's trophy case is the envy of most players, he's still as hungry as ever. The passion he shows during games hasn't diminished at all over the seasons.
Charlotte has gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's the mayor, covered by LeBron. The mayor, and the shot no good, a bit short. From deep, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Charlotte running away with this one. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Shrink the floor. When you're on the ball or closing out, close out faster. Okay, take away their airspace and then contain their...
And that's the catch-22 there. Frank Vogel wanting better perimeter defense, but also wanting to limit forays to the hoop.
Yeah, and it takes tremendous discipline to do that. Don't leave your feet, don't reach, and everyone help each other defensively.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Green, and it's Cook in at the point. Fires the three, and that one's good. Caruso.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And Beasley now atop the key. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Here is Cook following the three by Charlotte. Past the deck. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Deck. 6 on the shot clock. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. Here is Cook. Over to the wing. Silva, the pass to Cook. 5 on the clock. Here's Deck.
And they've gone ice cold from the outside as they're trying to cut into this deficit. The three-point percentage much worse this half than it was in the first. That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out. That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
The pass to Green. Here's Deck. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination. And this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Poked away. There's the lob to Bridges. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And yes, it's good.
Terrific use of his body to open up space on the inside.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's the Mayor, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First free throw is good. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, Are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Cook kicks to Green. Hands it from downtown. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Ball with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Ellington. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Cook looking it over. Floats one. Oh, that's blocked.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here is Cook. Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing, but I love the opportunity these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Ellington dishes to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And there's 1:45 left in the game. Kicks it out to Beasley. There's Ball with the 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Now here's Ellington to the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep. And what a huge standout performance it was
for the mayor.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Here's the mayor. Good, that's another bucket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Here is Cook. He's covered by Ball. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Nemanja Bjelica, Kelly Oubre Jr.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oubre on the wing. Here's Reed, and he lays it straight in.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
It's Beasley on the wing. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Miles, congrats on the win. Can this team carry the momentum into the next game?
Well, I think we're just going to approach the game like we have been these last games. We've been playing very hard, moving the ball, and playing great defense. So if we approach it like that, I think we'll win.
Thanks again for your time, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.